I come to stand in solidarity with the family and you all. As you know, this happened to me almost 6 years ago. And this is just opening up an old wound, pouring salt into it. They keep coming into, the police officers come into our neighborhoods. They brutalize. They terrorize. They murder our children, and we have done nothing. They don't find a weapon. They say they thought that they saw a weapon. They feared for their life. How did they fear for their life in this case? They had a young man in handcuffs. I didn't see any resistance. Why was their foot on his neck? And then they said they tried to resuscitate. How are you going to resuscitate a fatally injured person? This memory is so clear in my head. Years ago, the officers involved in my son's murder, it was lies after lies, cover-up after cover-up. I just commend this mayor for acting so swiftly. Because in my case, it took 5 years. 5 years just to fire one officer, and it would not have happened if I wouldn't have kept pressing on after the federal government said that they wasn't going forward. I said, you may not go forward, but I am. And that's what you must do. Because this is not going to be an easy fight. I'm going to tell you right now. Everybody is with you now. But later on, it's going to be a lonely road. And only you can choose if you're going to keep on going or you're going to just lay back and say, oh, this is another news story. We cannot let this be another news story.
No more.
We all have to get out and stand together. And we don't have to do it violently. We can do it politically.
Yes, we can.
Voting is coming up. Don't sit around and say my vote don't count. We put these politicians in, and we can take them out. Okay? But it's up to you. How do you stand on this?
Come on.
We love you. I do my part. A lot of things y'all don't see me. You'll see me on TV sometime, but a lot of times you don't. I'm up in Albany, my state capital, talking to the legislators. I don't believe in writing letters. I don't believe in phone calls. I believe in face-to-face. I want them to see me when I ask for my demands. And I want your personal cell phone number. I don't want the office number. I want your personal number. So when you don't do what I ask you to do, or I can tell you, you want my vote? You better come and get it.
Come on.
Okay? And so I hope all of you do the same. And we're not going to forget this young man. We're not going to forget my son.
No.
But you know what? We must go forward, because this young man, my son, they won't come back. But we must fight for others.
Yes,
Must fight for your son, your nephew, your grandson.
Yes.
So let's stand together. Thank you.
Hashtag we can't breathe. We can't breathe.
Come on, we can't breathe. We can't